Hey Dave, Chris here, owner of CMP Marketing and Design, and in this video I'm going to show you what you can do to bring more customers straight to your business using your website and Google Business Profile as the tools. More importantly, how you could at least get an extra 24 jobs every single month consistently by using these strategies. And the topics of today are going to be content, backlinks, and citations, and what they'll actually do for your business if you use these strategies. But first off, I checked out the site and it looks really great. So it's clean, it has everything you need, it gives you all the information. I love the socials at the bottom. But one thing it's lacking right now is it's actually not generating you business. So Google actually indexed some pages, but there's nothing pushing power to this site. And I'm going to help you fix that in this video. So first off, getting right into it, page content is the first topic, and it's made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page on your site. You need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage to be optimized with Google, depending on your competition and your keywords. And this will also give you much more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get business for. A buyer intent keyword is a word or phrase searched into Google that indicates a person is ready to buy your services. For example, if somebody was looking for seal coating contractors in York, PA, that's a good example of a buyer intent keyword because one, it's local, and two, they're looking for a seal coating contractor to obviously get a job done, right? So when you rank for these, you come up first and get more customers coming straight to you that are already ready to buy. Now to sum it up, Google likes information and relevancy, and that's what's going to get you ranking. In your content, you can strategically place the keywords that tells Google exactly what terms you want to be put in front of when people search for them. For example, if you were trying to search for seal coating in York, PA, right? It would be a good idea if you told Google that you wanted to rank for that. And that actually puts you in the running for that word. And the better you do it, the better you're going to be ahead of your competition, even without backlinks, which I'm going to go over next. And this is why content is king, and it's the easiest and fastest way to rank for literally anything. So if we look over here at the content of one of your local competitors, and we see the amount of content they have on their page, they have a little bit more content. Now, this isn't still fully optimized, which is going to make it that much easier to actually beat them. So the second important topic I'm going to go over with you are backlinks. A backlink is another site linking to yours through theirs, either through clickable text or image. So if I clicked on this and it brought me up to your website, that's an example of this website sending your website a backlink. And the idea is that these links act like an endorsement of your website from other sites that Google uses to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's just like a popularity contest where the person with the most wins. But not all backlinks are created equal. You want more powerful and relevant sites linking to you to show that you have more authority in your industry. Quality always wins with backlinks. Now, what I mean by relevant is if you had other seal coating or asphalt sites linking to you, that's going to do a lot more for you than a site like Pizza Hut for obvious reasons. Now, the competitor I just showed you doesn't have anything special. Really, none of the guys in your area do, so I'm not even going to go bother with looking at what they have. But we can actually look at their backlink profile and use it as a roadmap to beat them if they had anything special, which they don't. The main thing making them rank right now is their content, and they have one backlink pushing power to their site, and they're getting a lot of power from their whole entire domain because it's a directory style website. And that's exactly why you always see websites like Home Advisor and Angie's List and Yelp up in the higher positions some places because they're getting a lot of power pushed from the entire domain because they have so many pages on them, they all interconnect, and they all have backlinks. But the cool thing is when we look at some of their keywords, you get to find some gold here. And the cool thing about keywords is that you can rank for as many as you want. And each area has their own keywords as well. Now, I took the liberty of giving you a little breakdown of some of the numbers here at the end of this video. But let's take a look at a Google search now. The first thing you see here is leading me to my last topic. This is an amazing tool called the Google Map Pack. Many people go here first to find a business that fills their needs, and getting ranked in the top position means 40 to 50% more calls than top organic ranking alone. Now, what gets you ranked here is having a stronger and a larger citation profile than your competitors. And a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number submitted in a directory such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. And there are a lot of other ranking factors here, but your organic ranking and citations are hands down the biggest. You could also rank in multiple areas all at once using the same Google business profile. So let's say you set it up in York, right, and you grow a very strong profile. You can actually be reaching Manchester, Red Lion, and all of these other areas because your profile is so strong. And you'll be pulling in business from these other areas as well if somebody's looking for seal coating contractors. They also capture all of those near me keywords. So if anybody's in these areas and they're, let's say they look up seal coating near me, or seal coating contractors near me, you're going to be able to capture all of those keywords that you wouldn't do SEO for the website, because it wouldn't make sense to. Those are national keywords. If you were doing it for the website, which a lot of people do and they make that mistake, you could be getting calls from somebody on the other side of the country that is nowhere near you trying to get a job off of you. But once you see that these strategies are all coming together and you're beginning to outgrow your competitors, here's what you might be looking at and why it's so worth it. So I just broke down 5 keywords, just 5. This is without doing deep hours of deep research, right? And from these keywords alone, you're bringing in an additional 320 searches every single month. And you could expect getting leads this way to convert 5% of those into paying customers, at least, right? So 16 jobs per month from the SEO from the website. Then you throw the Google Business Profile strategy in there, which really there's no telling what kind of upside that you could be getting from this because of all the areas it captures. But if we were looking at it in consistency with just these numbers, you'd be getting an additional 50%, which would surmount to about 25 extra jobs per month by using these strategies together. Now, this isn't all of the keywords and it's not all the areas. So how do we find these numbers, right? We look at the click-through rate from the top position in Google. If you hold the top position, you're going to be getting about 28.5% of the clicks from those total search volume. 60 to 80% of those turn into hot leads. They'll call you or fill out a lead form. And 50% of those, which you'd expect on average, at least to close, would be the closing rate of getting leads this way. And this is what those numbers look like. Per 100 searches, it breaks down about 8.5 to 11.4 deals per 100 searches if you're in that top position. I like to just lowball at 5%. That way, nobody's ever disappointed. Nobody ever gets disappointed with a lowball. They just exceed expectations. And I'm not sure what your margins are, but if you multiplied your average profit per job by the number of jobs you would get, what could you be making this year if you used these strategies? So Dave, this is what I do for a living. And while this video is going to help you start generating a decent amount of revenue, if you want to step it up, go after larger areas, more keywords, go a little bit faster. If you have any questions whatsoever, you could feel free to shoot me a message back or give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. Either way, I would really appreciate at least a line of feedback just so I know you got some value out of the video. Thank you so much, Dave. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon, my man.